copy of the story.
What is up? What is going on? What is going on? Wow, I have not said that. Okay. Wow. So listen, man, this is a special, special day. And man, I got my guys, man. This is I want to say we're gonna get the exact years, but this is 6-7 years in the making. To get to this point. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I first met these gentlemen online. I should say, the dad Curtis online. We were, I was just doing my thing, and he posted on this big first baseman out in California, hitting bombs as a youth player. I want to say maybe 6th, 7th grade, and sent me some film. And to this date, we reached out to he reached out to me behind the scenes, and we've been cool. And ever since we talked on the phone. I've helped them with bats. I've helped them with, like just random, questions that everything that goes along with the youth baseball space. I had the opportunity to meet these gentlemen in person in the Dallas, Texas area when I ran a showcase in Midlothian. I think that's what it's called. But
Midlothian,
yeah, right, okay. And at first I met him in person, but he reached out to me when it was time. When it comes to the recruiting side of things, and I look forward to helping them. But he had a unique story, and we're going to go deep into this. Isaac is a big first baseman with a lot of power, but I had to share this story. That's the only reason. Again, I love being online and talking. It's been a minute to get me out of hibernation, but I had to share this story. This is just one of the coolest, stories that everybody needs to hear. And Curtis, being a long time, obviously a supporter of my community. I'm blessed to have been the last 5-6 years or so been a part of, even if it's just a question, just answering a question or anything like that, or just having some deep conversations about family. We develop a cool relationship on this, man. So without further ado, man, we'll get into this story. I have Curtis Greene and his son Isaac, who just committed to McPherson College today. I should say committed a while ago, but today being the locked and loaded, the opportunity that he signed, and on National Signing Day, I want him to share this opportunity here. Without further ado, man, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Hey, we're doing good. Yes, sir.
Good. How are you?
All right. Well, listen, man. Yeah, it's good to be back, man. We're good to be back, guys. A couple people saying, welcome back. Right. It's been a minute. So listen, man. So, Curtis, we'll get to the whole signing and recruiting story, but I want to go backwards. I want to go back to those California days on, was it Isaac that came to you wanting to play baseball, or was it you that, was pushing him to play baseball? How did that whole work? How did this, how did we get here? Like, where did it start from?
Right. Well, we were in Victorville, and I think Isaac was about 5 or 6 years old. And then, looking for things for the kids to do during the summer. And they had this, at the Victorville Rec Center, they had a program where you bring your kids out, and they just basically introduce them to, flag football, to basketball, to baseball, and everything. And it's a good 2-week program. So we took him out there not knowing what he's going to do. And, kind of a funny story, when it got to the baseball portion, he had a bat in his hand, dragging it out to the home plate, thumb in his mouth type of thing, walking up to the plate, hitting off a tee. I mean, the boy just hit the heck out the ball and then, dragged the bat back, put his thumb back in his mouth, and went back over to the sideline or whatever. So from then on, we knew that baseball was going to be his thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I started seeing some of those moonshots he was hitting. And Isaac, man, if I read your thumbnail or your at so and so, like what's your little nickname? I ain't nothing little about it, but what's your nickname, Isaac? Tell me what it was or what it is still.
Big Hurt Jr. 35.
Say that again.
Big Hurt Jr. 35.
35 what?
Big Hurt Jr.
You said, but it's okay. Yeah, it's just a little delay. My bad. I couldn't hear you, man. So
At Big Hurt.
I know you kind
At Big
of.
Hurt. I'm sorry. We'll get this delay thing right.
Yeah,
We're good.
all right.
It's
Big Hurt.
at
All right.
Big Hurt
So
Junior 35.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Right. What made you come up with that name?
Frank Thomas, really good hitter. Really like what he did. So, and 35 was also a good number to have. So I just liked it and I stuck with it.
That's his number.
Yeah, man. I wanted to do something special to you. I may still do that. I actually see her pretty regularly, at least once a week down here in Florida. So I was gonna make that happen, but and I still will. All right. So I want to do this though. So now we're you're a youth player in California and playing, you're hitting bombs, you're doing your thing, and you guys make the move to Texas. All right. And now we're entering high school. That's when I first, meet you guys in person. And now you're going through the high school range and kind of go through that, new area, you're in Texas, tryouts and stuff like that. Can you go through that? Isaac, can you explain to me what the whole process was as far as like playing JV baseball or what? What happened?
So moving out here to Texas was pretty easy. I didn't really have, well, I had connections in California, but like I didn't think that it'd be too hard to move away and I still would be able to come in contact with them. So moving out here was boring because compared to California, there's nothing to do out here. So, and then in the baseball aspect, I tried out freshman year, never made it. I think the excuse I got from my coach for not making the team was me not being fast enough. I knew I wasn't fast enough, but the time when I was hitting, I hit harder than all the freshman guys. Like none of my stuff didn't go through the infield. So
That's freshman, so JV.
So you hit the ball hard, but he said you wasn't fast enough and you didn't make the team, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now most parents and most kids at that time will just say, all right, well, maybe we'll get them next year. What happened the next year?
The next year, I went out better than I did freshman year. I got faster. He told me I got faster. I still hit gap to gap into the outfield. I don't think I hit a single ball on the floor that year and still didn't make it. His excuse again was there was first baseman faster than me. And I just didn't understand why he would care about that, even though I was hitting harder than his first baseman.
Okay. So now that's 2 years in a row now. You don't make a high school team. Now obviously you're still playing summer ball. But I know for a fact most parents at that time would be like, well, maybe, and most kids I know would be discouraged. But you kept playing. And after you don't make a team as a sophomore, most people will quit. Right, Isaac? Most, just realistically speaking, it'll be like, well, we gave it a good try. Maybe we need to look into something else. From a dad's point of view, Curtis, where were you at that time after he didn't make the team the second time out after his sophomore year? Where were you at with this?
Well, my main thing was that, do you want to still play? Is he having fun at it type of thing? Because for me to sit out there and watch the tryouts, I'm a dad, yeah, but I can objectively watch and see how kids are doing type of thing. And to see all these other kids' name get called and then, Isaac not to be called. Like I said, my thing is, do you still want to play? We're going to find you places to play. So we found him a youth league out here to play with during the spring, and then got him on a travel team for the summer type of thing. But yeah, it was a little discouraging type of thing and hard just because my thoughts of why he might not be making the team. We didn't have as many connections out here, wasn't on the PTA. There's a whole lot of different reasons it could have been. But I told him, he's going to try it. If he wants to play, he's going to keep trying out every year and make them tell him no.
I love it. So he tells you he wants to play. Isaac, you still want to play. So now you're entering your junior year now. And this is go time now. This is, for most, kids that are in this, time frame. So not only are you not playing baseball, high school baseball, what gives you enough, balls to be like, yo, not only I'm not making my team, but I want to play in college. Isaac, how was that, come about that, hey, not only do I not want to just, obviously I want to make a high school team, but I actually want to play in college. What was that conversation like?
So I don't really think it was a conversation, more of I just wanted to prove people wrong. So, because at the beginning of it, since freshman year, when the coach said that, I already knew that he just didn't want me to be on the team. So I just kept getting better and better. And I want to overall end up playing at least a couple of years in the MLB. So the whole time I just kept pushing myself. And one day during hitting at Kova, I broke a number I know a lot of people on that team never could have hit, 101. And so I just knew at that point that there's no reason I shouldn't make the team. And I'm going to go to college with those numbers no matter what.
I think this is so many stories in one. We're going to start getting into the recruiting side of things, but they always say when it comes to relationship with beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So here he is with an exit velo of 101, but he the coach still believes it's too slow, and I don't want to bash the coach because my man still got to go out there and make that damn team. But the exit velo is high, but the running and we kind of like him, but no. But this is the beauty of baseball, and what I may see in a player, the other coach may not see, or vice versa. That's why this is such a great story, because it just tells you like the perseverance part of this whole journey, how this goes. Most people would quit at this time. So Isaac, you're doing some certain things that most kids can't do, and that keeps you going. So now it's your junior year now, right? And now it's smack dab in the recruiting, journey. So Curtis, like what are some of the emotions, some of the thought patterns you were having now that he's a junior, not having played in high school, but obviously he's playing, showcase baseball, and he still wants to play? Like, how do you sit here and say, like, I know he wants to play. He may not be on high school team, but I'm gonna do what I got to do to get him in college. What are those emotions and thoughts that are going on as a dad?
Well, just knowing, what God has for him. He's not going to let us he's going to put us on a path. I mean, you talk about Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, to plans to prosper you and, give you a expected end. And seeing his desire, seeing his work ethic and everything else, I was like, I'll keep it clean, bump it, type of thing. We're going to get you into college. Forget, you're going to get there even if you don't play a single day of high school baseball or whatever, but we're going to get you into college somehow. So from that point on, seeing that third year of the coach not selecting him, and seeing all the other kids and some other political things too, about how other kids are let on the team or let in the class that haven't gone through the right process, type of thing. Couldn't let that stuff get to us. And it was all about, what can I do? I want to make sure that I'm doing everything for him that I can to get there, because it can get expensive, definitely, with lessons and, traveling and stuff like that. But if the goal is to get him into college and to get an opportunity, I mean, it's worth it. So emotions were kind of all over the place, but, we kept it stable here, type of thing, and kept focus on a goal.
Okay. I know we have a little internet thing, man, but I'm hoping he's being heard. But okay, so he's showing that he wants to play. He's showing that he's grinding away. Now it's time for you to kind of like, all right, what's my goal? Like, what, from a parent, like, all right, what's my direction? What are some of the things you started looking into doing to make sure that, hey, I'm gonna do everything possible on my side to get this kid the opportunity to continue to play baseball, even if it's in college. Like, what were some of the steps you took for that?
Well, a few things. Social media has been a game changer. But parents, it takes work, because you got to get down there, take video, get good video. You can't take it through the screen and, get all blurry and everything. Coaches aren't going to travel as much. And if they can see, someone out there balling on video, then it'll grab their attention, type of thing. So no matter what it makes you look like, fathers, mothers, whatever, you got to get down there and get the best video every time your son's up there to bat, type of thing. And then, go sit back down, type of thing. But we got on Twitter, of course, Instagram, and a program called Field Level. Started uploading videos there. At first, just tagging coaches, tagging baseball programs. When you don't know where you want to go, what levels and everything else, you just started tagging everybody. A lot of coaches and stuff would follow back, type of thing. And I think especially with the name of, Big Hurt Junior 35, they're looking for something. Oh, let's see what this one can do. So with that, and then also knowing what you don't know, and that's what I thank you for, because, after talk with you for the years before we signed up for the program, type of thing, I could just ask you simple questions that I didn't know. I have this big kid and he loves to play, and I haven't had any other kids going to college or anything like that, or try to get a scholarship playing baseball. So, your knowledge was tremendous for us, type of thing. But once we signed up with you, having you to be able to even talk us down or talk me down when some of these coaches gave some bad information, we'll say. And then, everybody wants you to come to their camp, and you kind of sorting through that and say, hey, Kurt, that's just a money grab there. Think about this one here, narrow it down to what you want to do, what level he's going to play at, type of thing. And, that information there was tremendous, like I said, because we didn't even look at D1 programs. Not because he's not a D1 athlete, type of thing, but, we needed more of his focus to be on school, because he's going to get a degree no matter where he's going. So, and we heard that D1 schools were more, you're here to play baseball, okay, and, keep a C average or whatever, but you're here to play baseball. But so we just looked at D2, D3, and NAIA, and come to find out that NAIA had the best opportunities for him, financially, developmental wise, getting him there. And I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, but his coach here at McPherson, he said something that was just amazing to me. He goes, Isaac, he's got all the tools. Now it's our job to develop him. And that was kind of like the bottom, where do I sign type of thing. So, we looked at what colleges had as major. So, because no matter what the college was, if they didn't have his major, we weren't looking at it. So, do they have his major? What was the record of the team? It's always good information to know. Either you're going to be rebuilding type of thing, or you're going to be out there and have to compete really hard, or try to find a spot to play. So after looking at those two, then we write to the coach and just introduce him and show him some videos, stuff like that, and see what came back. But it's a job,
There's so many nuggets what he just said in there. So, this is not just for the parents that are and the fans, the family members, or the my listeners that are listening in. This is going to be for the future, for people, parents that's going to be, and players that are going to be just entering this process. First of all, he said, listen, from I have to market my player. He's not out here, obviously high school, and he's playing showcases baseball, but I have to do something extra, not just extra where everybody kind of posts every now and then. I know for a fact, Curtis, you went hard. You were constantly posting on social media. That's one, okay? And getting instant feedback from coaches, okay? So that's awesome right there. Number two, you said, listen, let's develop a game plan. He ain't gonna just, be out here MLB or playing baseball or bust. Let's go look for a school that has his major. Now, on the flip side, now you like, okay, we're going to not get our ego involved. I know my son wants to just play some baseball. I know we looked at some junior college, but I know we've had some talks about junior colleges too. So, but you looked into the NAIA, which, again, not sexy, anything like that, but NAIA has some great opportunities, man. They have the bag for certain players that they want. I know I posted something about that early this year about on my page about NAIA schools. For a lot of parents that's listening in, there are some great opportunities in NAIA schools over there that are looking for quality ball players, great coaches, and again, have the bag. You know what I'm saying? If the numbers is right and they like you, there's some real opportunities over there. So that's how Curtis and Isaac laid it out, and they went at it hard and started reaching out to schools. So I wanna talk about, okay, so now you have the game plan, the NAIA, and now you start reaching out to these schools. What was the feedback you were getting for the some of the schools that you were reaching out to, Curtis?
It was all over the place type of thing. And like I said, that's why, I appreciate you for being able to talk us down sometimes, because, like at one of the colleges in the East Coast, he was like, yeah, we really want him. We really want him. You talk to him. Yeah, we really want him. We really want him. And then it just goes cold. He ghosts them type of thing. Some colleges, of course, were like, yeah, we want you to come to our camp. And, that's all they wanted, come to our camp. That's where we choose, most of our players. Others were like, yeah, let's continue to talk. We went and visited. Well, I won't go there yet. Yeah, so it was from, we're excited about you, and then they just ghost you. And then others are like, we're excited about you. We have your major type of thing. We really want you. We can develop you type of thing. And really want to see you before we commit to, giving you an offer type of thing. And those are the schools we kind of lean towards, the ones who seem more sincere.
So Isaac, now that what's your emotions? What is your mindset? Where are you with this? Because again, you're playing, and I know you know every kid wants to go to college and beyond, but now it's like, wow, the realization is hitting. These coaches are giving me feedback on field level or on social media with my dad's posting and all of that. Like, so what's some of the emotions that you're going through, Isaac? Seeing you getting some feedback from some coaches, good and bad. What's your how are you going at it?
I was going at it well. I mean, I didn't really get. I wouldn't say I really got uh, either really good feedback or really bad feedback, more than just them wanting to talk to me as a player and then an actual person. I was extremely happy at first to know that colleges wanted to see me, wanted me to come out there. But at the same time, after a little bit of colleges text me, I became skeptical on if it was just like, what are you doing? Are you just chilling with me, or are you trying to get me with you, or what? So I was kind of lost, but I was kind of there at the same time.
All right. So now you're getting feedback from schools. You're talking to college coaches, Isaac. So now it gets time where you guys are taking visits now. Now it kind of you start developing a real game plan. You're getting some instant feedback, and they want you to come visit the campus. Um, what are some of the? I know, I know. Let's share the story about some of the, the good and the bad of the visits. Okay, let's just talk about that. Like, so now you fly everywhere. You may drive to some places. How was that visiting campuses? Now you're exploring it. What are some of the questions that were asked to you, Isaac, and what are some of the questions that you gave the coaches?
So visiting schools was pretty fun. The first school I visited was kind of scary because it's the first time, of course. But other than that, asking questions was a little hard because I didn't know what to ask until the point, like towards the end, I was fine. But in the start of it, asking questions was just like straight up, how's the cafeteria, or how's the weight room, or how is the players being like together right now? It was I just needed to find or be comfortable with the coaches who are trying to talk to me. The type of questions they were trying to ask me was, is this a
So
school where you'd like to be?
sorry,
That's good. Is this a place where you'd like to be?
keep
Or
going. Sorry.
is it like, would you come here if we did this? Or we want to see you more. It wasn't a automatic thing until towards the end where I actually started getting comfortable. They started getting comfortable around me because I was comfortable around them. And that's where all the real questions and all the real talking began.
So you go to how many schools? I want to say about at least six. How many off the top of my head? I want to say six schools that you guys end up visiting. Does that sound about right, Curtis, or is it more?
It was 7 total. Yeah, it was 7.
Okay. So what's up, Woody? What's good, man? So out of the 7 schools, now you start, getting a feel of, who really wants you. There's some mileage on there. There's some plane tickets being purchased. It's hotel fees and all of that going on. Obviously, from the beginning, now you take that trip to, the Midwest, and you certain schools are really starting to raise their hand. And I want to say, was it September when you got your first official offer? Before you even stepped foot in that state in college, you got your first official offer. Tell me about that. Like, how cool was that to get your first offer before you even step foot on that campus or anything like that? Can you kind of go through that, Isaac, as far as like, hey, oh wow, this school really offered me some good money, man.
Yes, sir. It was really so they just wanted to call at first, and I didn't.
You ain't
I
gotta
had
talk
questions.
numbers, but just for this, you ain't gotta talk about it.
Okay. It was really fun when they
You
just
good.
offered when I got offered. So I didn't know. I was happy, but I didn't really know about the school at the same time. But I was really happy to get my first offer, especially knowing that I didn't play high school and proving some of those kids wrong at high school without even having to visit a college was pretty fun for that first one.
I mean, so now you're getting offers, which is amazing. And now you're going to take a trip, and you guys take this journey with 5 to 6 schools, with a real game plan. And after that trip, you come back, and now I know you visited at least 5 schools. Out of those 5 schools, what was the numbers coming back? How many official offers did you guys have coming from that 5 school journey?
Well, we came back with 4 more offers at the time, making it a total of 5. And then a week later, we got another from that same trip. So, I mean, we took 2 trips. Like I said, the first one was an individual school, but then the Midwest trip was 6 schools in 3 days type of thing. And it just worked out that way that, we could visit them all within that time frame. So each school we went to, I mean, the first school we went to was McPherson, and they actually had a little showcase going on. So he worked out there. But then the next morning, when we went to the next school, it was basically just to check it out. It was in the area. It was NAIA. Good interest level about going there, type of thing. And after talking, we were ready to just go to the next school. And he said, "Wait, before you leave, I've got this offer for you here, and we really hope you consider us," type of thing. And I'm like, wow, didn't expect that. We were just trying on a fact-finding mission type of thing. So, but from there, it was just favor from that point forward. The schools were basically, like I said, prepared to give us offers at that time when we left. And the only reason we didn't get the last one was because just timing was bad. But like I said, a week later, he got it together with the administration and everything and put another offer in our hand.
Awesome, man. And I know by now it's like, wow, this all hit home. I know I was, super excited for you guys. Amazing story. I want to ask, why did you choose, who did you end up picking, Isaac? I want to talk about that. I know we kind of hinted around it, but what school did you choose? And then I want to go about, why did you choose that school?
So I chose McPherson, and the reason why was kind of everywhere, but I really just prayed on it, did my research, my own research, even though my dad did help me a lot with that. But yeah, when I chose it, it just felt right. So I stuck with it for that point on.
Yeah, if I could say, just to add it in there, it's like,
what are some of the things that you pray about, and what was the feeling? What were some of the thoughts that why you chose what you chose? Why did you choose McPherson? What were some of the main reasons?
So some of the main reasons was during the showcase, not only did they just not look at us or look at me in total, they talked with people. They didn't just go, okay, name, number, here you go, you're up. It was more of a name, number, kind of tell me your story. I'm gonna talk to you during the tryout. Uh, if something funny happens, you can laugh. You don't have to be all tight here. We're all young, but I like the coach. I like the way he talked to everybody. I like the way he greeted the parents. I like what he had to do with me when on the field because I asked questions on the field. He already knew what he wanted me to do a little bit, but it was pretty good.
From a dad point of view, what was your role in this? You know, Curtis, like what were you doing to make sure that he made the right decision or anything like that? What was your role?
Well, it's a little different because, I'm dad, I want the best for him, everything else. But all I could do is basically pray that he was making the right decision. I facilitated the process by after each school we went to while we were on the road, you know, we made up notes. I said, what are the pros of this school? Just so we wouldn't forget, type of thing. And he went through the pros of, like I said, the relationship with the coaches he liked the way they treated him, liked their baseball philosophy type of thing. Any cons, maybe it was a small city or the field's not on campus or something like that. But we went through that whole list and I just said, look, this is going to be your next 4 years type of thing. You're almost a man, you're 17 years old. You got to make this decision. I can tell you, hey, I want you to go here. I'm going to pay for you to go to this school. But if he's not happy and he's not going to be successful, but, he's making, I don't want to say his first real grown up decision, but it's one that, all kids are going to have to go through and all parents are going to have to kind of facilitate their kids going through. Give them an opportunity to succeed and, also an opportunity to fail. Not at this necessarily, but, in life. So it was just a thing of being there for him and trying to make sure he's looking at everything, from all aspects. Because even talking to you, his order changed. When we said, what's the first school? Oh, it's this one here. And then, a week later, oh, well, it's this one. And I said, what happened? Type of thing. So we talked through that and everything. And I said, look, you just need to pray about it and make your decision because time was getting away from us. It was about a month after we had gotten all the offers type of thing. And we thought it was kind of disrespectful not to get back with them. So, and plus with your advice, hey, you need to do something here. No pressure, but you need to do something here. So it was good.
Right. I mean, yeah. So, I just let me. He chooses McPherson, and we get to the point where we are right now with National Signing Day, and I want to wrap this up. Like, so I know it's a good story, but again, I don't even think the lessons in this is so much deeper that I'm hoping I'm getting it across because obviously Curtis and Isaac, this is their journey, their first time going through this whole journey, but I've been dealing with parents and doing this for a long time, and the main thing why this is such an awesome opportunity and experience that I've had doing this is the humbleness, the drive, the determination, the like behind the scenes, you couldn't like talking with Curtis sometimes, you couldn't tell that they didn't have a game plan and they were not going to deviate from that game plan. And sometimes I'll be like, sometimes like, man, you realize like, this is, this is like unheard of territory right now, right? So, the fact that it is where it is right now today is pretty dope and pretty amazing, man. So I want to hear from you, Isaac, because what's going to happen is, because every kid thinks they're Division One. Every kid, their main focus is, I want to go. And again, I'm not shooting down nobody's dreams and to play in MLB or anything like that, right? Your dreams are your dreams, but what is your message as you sit here National Signing Day, all right? And you committed to McPherson, you signed a letter of intent, and you're a college baseball player. You're a college baseball player before you were a high school baseball player. Okay, think about that. All right. So what message do you have out there for those young kids that dream of LSU and all of that, and feel like their college baseball dream is either here or it's so far away? What is your message to those kids that may be listening in to you, Isaac?
My message is just that baseball isn't just D1. It's not just high school. It's not just your travel ball team. It's all the people around you, how hard you want to push yourself and how hard you're going to just stick to it. Because the second you quit is when you fall behind, and that's when it's done. You just got to stick with it and trust your dad, trust your coach, trust you, just trust anyone who's stuck in with you through all the hard times, all the times you thought you were going to quit, all the times that you thought that, oh, if I don't go D1, I'm not going to be good. Even though that I'm not playing any other sport. I'm playing baseball. Baseball is not, you got to be this guy to go D1. Baseball's not, you got to be this guy to go to college in the first place. People look at baseball like it's just D1 and D1 only. Not D2, not D3, not JUCO. It's just D1. If you're not D1, you're not good. I just proved that a lot of people that it's wrong, because a lot of programs are really good. A lot of programs are really good and can beat D1 teams. And it's just about how hard you want to stick to it and how hard you're going to push yourself to a new level and not doubt yourself.
Man, that's awesome, man. That's spot on. And I just got a little goosebumps over there. Isaac, you gave me a little goosebumps, brother. All right. So the so dad, because the kids sometimes they're their own beast, okay? But parents are a different whole other beast when it comes to this recruiting, and because you guys shell out the money, you shell out the energy, the time, the emotions. You want the best for your kid. From that 12-year-old kid when I first met you guys to where you are now, it's been an awesome journey for me. But what are the messages that you can give to those parents that feel like, man, where's my kid going to play? Why is he not getting the attention? What do I have to do to give them, to fulfill my kid's college dream? What can I do? What's that message you have for them?
I think first, just being honest with yourself is something. First, your kid has to love it, even if they're not the most, quote, athletic at the time or whatever. Because, I mean, Isaac has always been the biggest kid on the team, the tallest kid on the team. And for context, now he's 6'5", 265 type of thing. And he was even born a preemie. He was 5 pounds, 3 ounces, 7 weeks early. So, being out there on the field, sometimes it looked like he had 2 left feet type of thing. But, he loved the game. He wanted to play. And we knew that because of his hitting and what he did over there at first base, he had an opportunity. So as long as he loved the game, we were willing to take him down the people in Victorville, California know this, take him down the hill to go work out and go play. And, we were traveling 30 miles away for practices and stuff like that. Got hooked up with some of the right people, Mike Webster out there in Victorville type of thing for lessons. And it was a little draining sometimes, a little hard because the quote process didn't happen as fast as we thought it should, but then who are we to question the process type of thing? You always hear that thing about trust the process, but you have to get with the right people first and the right people and their process. Because if you can get on the wrong process, people are just trying to, make some money. That's their job. They decided to teach lessons or whatever, and charge so much so they can live. That's their job. They started a baseball team so that they could have some money. That's their job type of thing. But like I said, when you get with the right people and you leave the wrong people, I mean, you might get looked at as, oh, he's just jumping around team to team because he's not getting his way. No, you as a parent, you kind of know what's good for your kid and what they need personally, the type of teaching, the type of practice that they need. So, even getting hooked up with you was kind of just out the blue type of thing, but it was definitely God, as far as our relationship type of thing, because, talk about your daughter and playing tennis and everything else and, some family stuff with you. And that's not a normal thing that happens. But like I said, it's truly been a blessing to get hooked up with the right people over the years, but it's been a long process. And if we had to do it again, I'd do the same thing.
Listen, man. Shout out to the people that look again, and well, you obviously Cali. You don't woke up Cali over here. All right. So shout out to the people out there in California. Shout out to the people in Texas. Tawana, good to see you. I'm praying for you. I know you battling cancer. My also son is at Oklahoma State. And shout out to Ronald in the program. All right. He's sophomore now in college. We need to talk. But yeah, man. This is it's been a while since I've been online, but the beauty of this, man, I get to meet some really good people on and offline, and the Greene family right here, to see this happening, regardless of program or not, and it's just amazing to see. Sometimes it makes me be like, damn, I've been doing this for a good minute now. To see like this kid was a 12-year-old kid hitting bombs over there in California to now signing and going to college next year. It's pretty amazing to see and the journey and be a part of that. And this is like, again, I know this happens. Kids going to college, no, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like 10% of kids go to college. I told you this number. I've said it many times. 10% of college players, 10% of high school players in Isaac's class right now will get the opportunity. 90% of them won't. Okay? So the fact that he's part of the 10% and didn't do it the traditional route of playing high school baseball, now he did do the showcase and all of that, this should give you parents, I hope you share this. I hope you guys have an understanding of, obviously if your kid has talent to play, he has to be able to play. But when you get told no, you get told, oh, he ain't good enough and all of that, it doesn't mean stop playing. It just means keep going and look for that next opportunity in the next door. What Isaac did and with his emotional, obviously you see the confidence and stuff. That's what he has, but that's also been, instilled in him from his parents that, hey, yeah, somebody told me I'm not this and that. Who cares? I'm going to keep going. sometimes success is not. It ain't no by chance type of thing. This stuff happens. It's real. You can see why he ends up, where he does. Now, for you, he's sitting down right now, but he also, like I said, talented. He's a big ass kid. All right, 6'5", you know what I'm saying? And it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, I don't want y'all to get it twisted now, right? So, but it is what it is. But I hope this message. That's the reason I wanted to come on tonight and bring the Greene family on to share this message on National Signing Day, because somebody's going to listen to this and listen to their journey and see that, okay, I may have been cut for my team. I may not made all the, high-level showcase teams. That doesn't mean I can't play college, but you have to be humble enough. Isaac just wants to play baseball. He just wants to play baseball. There's 1,500 schools out here that are, out here. That doesn't mean all 1,500 right for you, but there's 1,500 decision makers out there, of head coaches that are looking for ball players. The problem is sometimes when I hear from parents and kids is that they're not humbled enough. They haven't. They got their sights set on these schools, and he wants to do this, and I get it. Curtis had his own criteria. Curtis and Isaac had their own criteria. Major was important for them, and location and all of that. But again, it was still a humbleness that was the foundation of this, and that's why he's going where he's going. So, what I want to do is, Curtis, if you obviously, Isaac, I want you to share your social media handle so people can follow your journey. I have a few people on here and it'll get shared. I ask that the parents that's listening in and the players that share this. But Isaac, if you can, share your social media handles so people can follow your journey through college.
So my handle is at Big Hurt Junior 35 on both Instagram and Twitter. So.
Okay. And
Big Hurt Junior 35.
Junior 35, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not that hard to miss.
Hold on 1 second, Curtis.
Oh, they do this. I don't know if I can.
Does it fit? Oh, no, you can't see it.
Can't see it. It's all spelled out too. Big Hurt and Junior is spelled out also. I'm sorry.
Oh, spelled out?
Yeah, I'm trying to join the chat, but I don't want to disconnect with you. Okay.
Okay. I'll get it right.
Okay.
All right. Big Hurt Junior 35, right? Okay. I got it. I'm hoping this is how it is. And
yep.
So is that right?
Yes, sir.
So here is what's up, Abel? Here is Isaac's handle. So you guys give him a follow. Share it. He'll be posting and all of that. And also, for the parents that's listening in who been inspired or even again, I didn't get into all the deepness of this. All right, this is hour 50-some minutes in, but if you have any type of questions, this is a community here, and Curtis, I don't think he minds. I don't even speak for him, but Curtis, if anybody wants to, obviously reach out to you and ask any questions, man, where can they reach you if you don't mind? I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah,
right?
If you're on Facebook, feel free to message me, DM, whatever it is there. And I put it out there before that I'm willing to answer anything, any questions type of thing about our process. Just know I'll never say that you have to do this to get in or you have to do this. All I can do is tell you what's worked for us. and we're willing to do it.
This is again a special day for the 20. So congratulations for all the 2024s who have signed their letter of intent today. No matter if it's athletic scholarships or walk-on opportunities or anything, you are continuing to play college baseball, being part of that 10%. Okay, shout out to you guys that are continuing to play baseball past this. For the youngsters that are listening in and parents, I'm hoping this is inspiring you to keep going. This is something that it's a journey. It's exhausting. I know, emotions with Curtis, right? That he could tell you. Sometimes it gets a little testy, and coaches say one thing, mean another. Your heart is your kid, and the wave of emotion sometimes, kind of gets to you more than the kids. But the end of results, you get this. You get an opportunity to see your kid happy and further his education at the next level. So I want to take this time to appreciate the people that are listening in, and for the people that will be going any further, that want more information. You could again reach out to me too about the program. Obviously, Curtis has been part of my. Again, it started from this. It started from postings and listening online 6-7 years ago, and here it is years later. So this is what this is about. I'm proud to see this kid, do what he, is getting dreamed of doing, man. So if you want to reach out to me, you could DM me, message me at Deep Brown Baseball. I got an awesome new program that I built. And I'm going to post it here, but it's all a crazy website. So I'll post it on my website, on the Facebook page. Look for me to start doing this again. I have to get out of retirement full fledged. Curtis and Isaac, they got me out, man, because this story had to be told. Okay. So I'm rusty. You can hear me humming and howling. I got to get back into it. Okay. But this is I don't mind doing this. This is such a dope story, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. That I had to share it with you guys. So what I'll do is, again, reach out to Curtis, follow Isaac. If you have any questions or anything like that with the recruiting side of things, again, reach out to me. I'll be a wealth of knowledge and try to be of help to you. And this is what this is about. So, shout out to Lynn. All right, shout out to Big D out there. All right, D Sanders, what's up, man? All right, so good to see some of my guys that I've helped over the years. Okay, so what's up, Lil D and Big D Sanders, and what's up, Mom Lynn out there in Nashville. Okay, so listen, continue to keep working. Let's follow up. Let's do this again. This is kind of fun. All right, let's follow up with this. Let's end this with this story. All right, so everything is lighthearted. We all family here. So my boy Isaac don't know I'm gonna ask him this. So my boy Isaac, he's about to go to college next year. But he got some goals that he needs to achieve this spring. Sometimes, goals are easier than others, but my boy, he still wants to play high school baseball and needs to go play some damn high school baseball. But my boy over there is making it a little bit harder on himself because of his driving skills. So Isaac, let's end this, man. Can you share with us your story the other day? Again, it's all fun and dandy, and we have all the confidence in the world with you come on a baseball field, but the driving skills, I don't know. Let's talk about that. All right. So talk about what happened the other day.
Okay. So before the other day, I have learned that my mom also sucks at driving. So if I had any skills in driving, I got it from her from totaling two cars.
We ain't talking about mom. We're talking about you.
Say it. You told him you go. Papa said you told him to go. And then, so while driving to baseball, coach decided to start backing up while I'm already like behind him, and he didn't stop and I didn't honk. So pretty much he hit me. He has a scuff on his car. He's mad about it. He's not really mad about it anymore, but he's mad about it. I have a dent, so if anything, it's his fault. My driving skills are immaculate, so I don't know where you got that other story from.
Well, you need to be more humble when it comes. Yeah, you need to be humble when it comes, February time when you out there playing in front of him. So you ain't gonna want to hear about him not driving and all of that. So
yeah, I was like, why couldn't you hit the
so,
tennis coach or the lacrosse coach or some other coach? Why do you have to hit the baseball coach?
Right. And I like how you gonna throw his mother? How you gonna throw April under the bus like that? That ain't right. You ain't right
under
there.
the bus.
That one.
You said we all family here.
No, you don't throw her under the bus like that. Lord, put her business out in the street like that. So anyway, I'm listen, shout out to Ronald, man. Shout out to Dewana. Shout out to everybody that was listening in, man. Ronald, holler at me, man. I know my boy over there ain't at Wisconsin and Claire no more. I want to know what's going on with you guys. So shout out to D, Big D Sanders, man, everybody, man. That's part of the program that I've helped over the years, man. So Curtis, man, to me again, it's another one that I had the opportunity to be a blessed man to see. Obviously, it doesn't stop here. When going to college and need anything I can help you guys with, I'll do it. You know how that goes, man. This is way bigger than
appreciate that.
High school. I've known you guys since time, man. So, listen,
hey, man,
people, man. I appreciate you guys joining us, man. Curtis, go ahead, bro.
Hey, let me give one more piece of advice too. Just along the way, I mean, this is a goal definitely to get here to signing day and everything, but you parents and the kids, you got to celebrate the little things all the way up to here, because just if you don't, you're not going to make it here. Celebrate the little victories that are all along the way. He hit a home run, boom, celebrate that. That is something. Your team helped your team win, whatever milestones happen, celebrate those little things along the way. And of course, this culminates everything. And, this is a great thing to celebrate. But like you said, this isn't the last thing, and we're going to keep going. But celebrate the little things.
Isaac, anything, man, before we head out?
Thank you. I just got to thank you for letting me spread my story. And I also just want to thank my parents for all the stuff they've done, including my mama, because she's back there doing some funny stuff to help me get through this, to help me put on a smile. And I just want to thank you too for always giving me the information or the stuff I needed to do to get to my goal.
Well, I appreciate it, brother, man. I appreciate April in the background, Curtis. Man, it's right, man. So, my boy Ken says Curtis Greene, man, we'll see y'all in Kansas next year. All right. So,
yes, his son's up there and at Ottawa University in Kansas, and they play each other. So I said it's a road trip.
Okay. Sounds like a little friendly competition already, man. So, all right. Alyssa says, congratulations. All right. They love you over there, family over there. So
yeah,
it's all
that's
love,
family,
man. We're gonna sign out. Go ahead. Say that, Curtis. I'm sorry.
I was just saying she's family. She's cousin, Elisa, and she's got two twins.
Yeah.
Twins there playing softball.
I got you.
It's all good.
And they're nice. All right. Listen. All right, people. Until the next time. Okay. I don't think I will be on before Thanksgiving again, but I will be sure to. My plan is to make this a little better. The echoey, for you, D Brown. We'll get it together. We'll get it right. So I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I want to again congratulate all the people that have signed. Right. Obviously, holiday time's coming up. Y'all be safe out there. And again, if you have any information, you want to know any more, what's going on with the college recruiting stuff, a lot of stuff has changed within this year. So make sure you stay abreast over there. I'll get back on my grind over here. I appreciate the people that reach out to me in the background. Get back online and, do your thing. Where you been? What's good? What's going on? Trust Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. So I'm good. Peace and love. Curtis, man. Appreciate you, brothers. Isaac, man. Congrats, man. Love y'all, man. I'll be in contact over there. Congratulate and Isaac, enjoy this day, brother, man. You worked hard for this, okay?
Sir,
I appreciate you.
All right, cool. See you guys, man.
All right.